Deputy Minister of Resettlement Vinayagamurthy Muralidharan states that measures should be taken to build people's livelihoods before talking about land or police powers. He made this statement while participating in an event in Vavuniya.
The event was held to hand over 206 semi-permanent homes in Kompavil, Pudukudiripu in the Vavuniya district to displaced persons. These homes were given to IDPs residing in the Kadirgamar and Ananda Kumaraswamy relief camps in Chettikulam. The Minister of Resettlement said those remaining in camps will also be speedily resettled. We hope to complete construction of the remainder of homes within 3 months and resettle close to 450 families here. Close to 350,000 people who were rescued in the final humanitarian operation were residing in camps in Chettikulam, and by the end of this year we hope to resettle all the people at these camps. The opposition and the Tamil Alliance are spreading false statements that resettlement is not taking place in the correct manner, and they are talking to people about the land and the police powers. I met people in Mullaitivu. They did not speak of land and police powers. If we are to talk about land problems, then it must be stated that we are giving 80 purchases of land per family. We have the right to do that. The district secretary has the power to divide it. A family receives 40 purchases for agriculture. Instead of talking about unnecessary issues, steps must be taken to resolve the problems of the people and build their livelihoods.
இது போன்ற அத்தியாவசிய பிரச்சனைகளை உடனடியாக மக்களுக்கு நிவர்த்தி செய்து மக்களின் வாழ்வாதாரங்களை கட்டியெழுப்ப வேண்டிய தேவைதான் தற்பொழுது இருக்கின்றது.
General Secretary of the Nava Samasamaja Party, Dr. Vikramabahu Karunaratne, says that ministers who do not endorse the Lessons Learnt and Reconciliation Commission report should resign immediately. He expressed this view at a media briefing this morning.
If there is someone in Cabinet who is against a document which had been approved by the Cabinet, which had been tabled in Parliament, a document where the government made a promise before Parliament, a document which has been made public internationally, and a document which has been accepted by the President saying that he will be implementing it, it is against traditions for such persons to remain in Cabinet. Such ministers should be chased away. They need to resign. We would like to say that Ministers Champika and Bimal Veerawangsa should resign. This is because they have already stated that they do not endorse the LLRC report.
Minister of Public Coordination and Public Affairs Mervyn Silva appeared before the disciplinary committee of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party today. The minister said that he went before the committee to make submissions with regard to a complaint filed by him. The minister said he had also submitted 9 documents to the disciplinary committee.
I addressed some letters to the General Secretary of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party regarding discipline. Accordingly, the SLFP decided to look into it. Therefore, I was asked to come to the SLFP headquarters. There were 3 lawyers. I took all the necessary documentation with me and submitted them. After this, I made a statement saying that all facts included are 100% true and that it was not I who violated discipline, and for them to consider the matter and take a decision. I will accept that decision. If I violated discipline, then I am prepared to accept any punishment. Discipline is upheld in the SLFP and I respect that. I was the one who made the complaint, so I came and made a statement.
Democratic National Alliance parliamentarian Anurukumara Dissanayake raised a question in Parliament today with regard to the 6 Sri Lankan fishermen who are currently in the custody of Somali pirates. Minister Dr. Rajatha Senaratne responded.
I wish to draw the attention of the chamber to the fishermen who are being held captive by Somali pirates. It was reported through the media that a hefty ransom is being demanded for their release. We do not have a moral right to look away, stating that they violated maritime boundaries. Therefore, the government must immediately take measures to secure the release of these fishermen. The authorities in Somalia, Seychelles, Madagascar, the Maldives and India were notified through the Ministry of External Affairs on the 8th of November 2008 after the owner of the boat and the families informed us that there had been no contact with the Nimesha Dua vessel. This is not something that can be resolved on a diplomatic level. No one knows anything about the pirates. The last email they sent was yesterday.
ඒකේ කියලා තියෙනවා මේ ඒගොල්ලෝ කියලා be assured that we will increase the pressure and we'll try to come into contact directly කියලා. සෝමාලියානු රජය අපිට දැනලා තියෙන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට එකපාරට රාජ්‍යතාන්ත්‍රික වශයෙන් කරන්නට දෙයක්.
The last email they sent was yesterday. The Somali government has informed us that there is nothing they can do. This is an international problem. Then you were talking about fishermen in India. The cases against fishermen being held in Andhra Pradesh have been dismissed and they will be released. So there are 6 fishermen left. We have to secure their release. There is no one else in custody. You must remember that when I took over in 2009, there were 779 fishermen in foreign custody. United National Party parliamentarian Dr. Harsha De Silva says that problems have arisen with regard to the operations of the Palwatha and Savanagala sugar factories, which were taken over by the government under the Revival of Underperforming Enterprises and Underutilized Assets Act. The parliamentarian made this statement in Parliament today. I am quoting the following statement from the Hansard dated 9th November 2011.
250 metric tons of cane molasses.
He is not only making cane molasses, but is also importing molasses to the country. Through this, the sugarcane farm in the country is being affected. We will not agree with this. According to the agreement we have given him, the license is only to grow sugarcane and not to import molasses and produce alcohol. The above statement was made when they forcibly and unconstitutionally took over 2 sugar companies. They were the Savanagala and Palwatha sugar industries. Now look at this extra special Gazette notification.
දැන් බලන්න අතිවිශේෂ ගැසට් පත්‍රේ 1739-3 2012 ජනවාරි 2 වෙනි සවුන්දා ඉදිරිපත් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. දැන් මොනවද මේකේ තියෙන්නේ කරු කතා මේ සභාපතිතුමනි හොඳට අහගන්න 16.3 සීනි පිරිසිදු කිරීමෙන් හෝ නිස්සාරණයෙන් ලබා ගන්නා ඉක්ෂු පාක මොන කේල්මනක්ද මේ ඉක්ෂු පාක කියන්නේ ඉක්ෂු පාක කියන්නේ මොලාසස්.
It is on molasses. They are legalizing the importation of molasses to the country. This is a government that boasts about Mataratita, who has brought about these regulations. Minister Vasudevan Naikara reacted to the statement made by Dr. Harsha De Silva in Parliament today.
In this question regarding molasses, the government accepts the manufacturing of liquor in this country. The government earns a huge revenue from the manufacture of liquor. If we manufacture good liquor like good coconut arak, then we can even export it. When good coconut arak is exported, foreigners will leave aside the whiskey and start drinking arak. Mataratita is a full stop for those who are addicted to narcotics. It's not a full stop to those who just have a shot. Molasses are being brought because there are insufficient molasses in the country and spirits are made. It's nothing new.
The heroes who sacrificed their lives to obtain freedom for the land of their birth will be remembered forever. Today on our special segment, Salute to a Proud Nation, we take a look at the Senanayaka family, which has contributed immensely to the country's independence struggle.
In 1917, a need was felt for a good system of governance, and the Ceylon National Congress was established as a result of this. Meanwhile, the Colombo Temperance Movement also occupied a significant place in the freedom struggle. It was Anagarika Dharmapala who provided leadership to this movement, which sought to defeat the ideologies that had taken root in the country's social system owing to the British influence. The multifaceted nature of the Ceylon National Congress, which pioneered political reforms in the country, later diminished with the advent of the Tamil Congress, which was established under the leadership of G.G. Ponnambalam. Meanwhile, we visited the Bothele Wa in Mirigama, which is the ancestral home of the Sena Nayakas. The Bothele Wa, home to many generations of distinguished Sena Nayakas, stands proud even today. Many a historic decision has been made within the four walls of this edifice. Following the acceptance of the Solberry system that had been drafted according to a parliamentary system, Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim leaders identified the need for setting up an organised political party. Thereby, in 1946, D.S. Senanayaka established the United National Party. This period, which also saw a renaissance of the arts, especially literature, also contributed to the freedom struggle. Tomorrow, we feature some of the Tamil leaders who gave leadership to the independence movement.
You're with the news first, moving on to more local stories now. Elections Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya says that local government elections for Pudukkottai and Maritime Pathu Pradesh Sabhas will be held on the 24th of March. The Elections Commissioner noted that nominations that were called for these two institutions earlier will be valid for this poll.
Nominations that were called on the 6th of January 2011 for the local government election at the Pudukkottai and Maritime Pathu Pradesh Sabhas were postponed on two occasions. The election was postponed until the area was cleared of landmines and owing to bad weather in the area. A special discussion was held today at the Election Secretariat about holding elections for these two Pradesh Sabhas. Several representatives of political parties, leaders of independent groups and representatives of election monitoring organizations were present at the discussion.
Actually, the TNA and also non-Muslim Congress and the Muslim Congress and the PA, People Alliance, all the parties contesting in Mullaitivu district, Maritime Pattu and Pudukkottai. So actually our party as a citizen front, when the election commission asked, we said, when you have the election only, people have the idea to participate in the election, one thing, because a long time the Mullaitivu not having an election, one thing, and they want to develop their villages. And the Mullaitivu district people, actually they suffer a lot comparing with all other communities. The Mullaitivu people especially, they suffer a lot. So we should give the political rights to them. So our party stands for the election to get the political rights for them.
Today is the 5th day of the Dayathirula National Development Exhibition.
The Dayathirula National Development Exhibition comprises of several educational and fun activities. This is the street drama that was presented at the stall set up by the Department of the Registration of Persons. Officers from the department presented this street drama, which depicts the importance of a national identity card. The various programs presented by the Defence Forces added colour to the exhibition today as well. A large crowd flocked to the special News First studio set up at the Dayathirula National Development Exhibition to take part in screen tests, which provides a new experience on the electronic media. The exhibition will end on Sunday.